Over the years, I've worked with plenty of day traders one-on-one who are struggling to make a consistent profit. Most of them I worked with were about break even for the most part, or they reached the threshold and couldn't get beyond it. Say maybe they were like making 6 figures a month as a trader when they're struggling to get to 7 figures a month. And you know what I found? Traders don't hit any level of success. Even if they're just trying to replace their current income as a day trader and live comfortably until they realize that it's not a lack of knowledge or a lack of skills or strategy that's holding them back. The last thing they need is another silly indicator or trading bot, believe me. What's lacking is the mental game. It's the negative thoughts, it's the negative emotions. It's the way they think and how they form mental attitudes that are sabotaging their success. Not just in trading, but through their entire, all areas of their life. And as long as you're still struggling to make a consistent profit, it's unlikely that money is the real issue here. In trading, there's literally a fear and a greed index. And even the markets know how important this is, right? They created an index for emotions and a frame of mind. So the truth is, it's about the mental attitudes that are most likely subconsciously holding you back. It's not your fault, okay? They're just habits that were taught to you, causing you to make expensive mistakes as a day trader. And as long as you're ignorant to it, well then, the smart money stays smart. So if you're not careful in these same attitudes, then there's 13 of them that can sabotage any success that you may capture. And when you do finally start getting ahead and making more money than you're used to, it tends to go away pretty quick. I've seen it time and again. I've done it myself, so I'm not picking on anyone here. But I've seen that brief moment of financial freedom that's just begging to be lost. People come up on some new cash, but it's like more than what they're used to. It doesn't feel normal. And because it doesn't feel normal to them, they end up losing it. Some cases, they end up like losing more because they have this strange belief that the universe needs to balance things out. They go, oopsie, I got too much. You can take a whole bunch back. I was just borrowing it for a little while. We call them new money. Okay, and let me tell you, some of us have a little side bet going on sometimes just to get these newcomers, these good traders, can actually hang on to that new lifestyle. And more often than not, they can't. They get like complacent or they get reckless. And before you know it, they're right back to where they started, sometimes worse. And they just get stuck in this perpetual trap. And it's entirely because of this box of beliefs and mental attitudes they put themselves into in regards to money itself and trading and the market makers and all the knowledge, like their beliefs and attitudes they form. So what's the solution? Well, I'm going to show you something, hopefully that'll blow your mind, because it's not really like this long lecture class. It's going to help you spot your internal limitations. It's going to help you to observe your thought processes to determine what beliefs to replace, right? And to take control of your trading. Because you can just observe your subconscious thought from an adult perspective and it'll automatically alter into a much more clear one that's going to serve you. And trust me, it's not boring. It's not some dry academic procedure or lecture either. It's a process. It's your own process. It's one that you can make your own. It's practical. It's going to help you make more money. Okay? So listen up. And before we dive in, I need to make a confession. I've seen many traders, okay, struggle to achieve their goals because they're trapped in their own minds. They're limited by their own self-imposed beliefs and biases, and they don't even realize it. They're stuck in a box of their own making, and it's hard for them to see a way out, okay? I think this is clear, but here's the thing. The only way to break free from those limitations is to confront them head on, and you can do it alone or you can do it with somebody. But if you confront them, you must identify them, and that's where the most people stop. It requires brutal honesty. And for the ego, that's no good. It's too much work. Forget about it. You already know what you're doing. You got this. And that's also exactly what I do with some of my clients who need the help with this too, right? And what we're going to do here and begin today with you if you should need it too. Okay? So we're going to explore some ways in which our own minds can hold us back. And then we're going to learn how to overcome those obstacles and achieve our own goals and do it on our own, okay? So let me highlight the importance of recognizing and overcoming limiting beliefs and attitudes that can sabotage our success. Not just in trading, but in all areas of our life, okay? So I've mentioned so many traders, they struggle to achieve their goals because they're trapped in their own minds and they're limited by their own self-imposed beliefs and biases. So it's essential to confront these limitations head on and take control of our trading by recognizing the negative thoughts and emotions that hold us back and shield us from receiving larger and more fulfilling flows of abundance into our lives. You're going to have to rewind and listen to that one again, but it's powerful. Essentially, if you're currently not where you'd like to be financially, then it's most likely because you have put up too many walls. The abundance can't get in. So you need the walls. And then you expand your thinking. We refer to it over here at Trade with Banks as I don't have it mindset. Okay? It can come in many forms, and I can literally identify it with the language people use in the chat rooms. So the I don't have it mindset is a common phenomenon that can manifest in various ways. For example, the fear of loss. I'm afraid to lose money. So it can cause, like, subconsciously cause you to react to trading in situations to where it leads to impulsive decisions. You might be afraid to miss out. How many times does that happen? You see the market's going up and you're like, well, man, I wonder if it's going. And then it goes again and you're like, oh, shoot, I missed it. And then it comes back and then it goes again and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in. And then boom, the bottom falls out. Because you're afraid to lose money, you get caught in situations like that. And you respond to them. And it's a subconscious thing. You look and you go, why did I do that? I did this before and I don't understand why I did that. I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? I don't get it. Just so dumb. And then you beat yourself up and you sabotage yourself. Okay? Or it causes you to miss out on gains. You've seen the setup so many times before, but this time, that setup, it's not going to work. It's a trick. So you're afraid to lose money, even though every signal is screaming to get in. And then you sit there and you watch it, and it goes exactly where you. But at least you get to say, at least the ego gets to say, hey, you were right, though. You were right. Good job. Can lead to emotional trading, right? If you're afraid of losing money, you just feel like you're going to miss out on something, and you just get in because you just don't want to miss out on a move that's going to happen before it happens when the news announcement comes out. Okay? It takes form in many different ways. You got the I don't trust my trading decisions, or the lack of confidence, right? Here it is. The lack of confidence, which can lead to indecision. Okay. The lack of confidence is literally just you not trusting yourself to follow through on a decision and to complete that decision. You need to make a choice and complete it. That's how you build confidence. Most people, they're trying to get from maybe trading 100 grand to trading 5 million, and they're not used to it, and they're trying to bite off more than they can chew, and before they know it, they're in trouble. No, if they're used to trading 100 grand, then trade a $250,000. Then trade a $500,000. Slowly open up the threshold. Okay? Progressively move into the trading a mil, trading couple mil, trading 5 mil, 10 mil. It can cause you to second guess yourself if you don't trust you. How many times have you done it? Well, I don't know. Maybe it kind of looks like it. I've seen it before. It worked before, but it didn't work one time. That one time that I tried. I don't know. I don't want to miss out. Okay? And then it leads to those missed opportunities. Or you got the lack of patience. Lack of patience is huge. Everybody's got to make money right now. I got to make big, huge money right now. Big, huge money. And look what it does. It leads to impulsive decisions. Look what it does to you. Look how it does it. Like, think back through your own past and look how you missed out on gains because you needed to see results now. You tied up all your leverage in one trade, for example, and now you can't trade anything else but these amazing opportunities, but you've got all your money tied up in a trade and you've been in drawdown for 3 days. Because your brain doesn't believe you deserve that kind of money anyway. So it's going to sabotage. But you're going to be right. It's going to tell you, it's going to trick you all the time that you're right to be this way. And then, of course, it's going to lead to financial losses. They all play on each other. Okay? So you think that it's just one, but it's not just one. It's all of these. You're making an impulsive decision, and now you're indecisive. So that's why you make an impulsive decision. You need to see results now, but you also don't trust your decisions. So you have indecision after you make one, an impulsive one, and then you start sabotaging and beating yourself up. You see. Then you're missing out on these gains. You're doing this emotional stuff. It's driving you mad. And that's just the beginning, right? Because there's the whole list of them right there. And it's up to you either work with someone like me to help you overcome these limitations and lacking beliefs and work together, to build the confidence and the trust that you need. And to be kind to yourself. You need to either learn to do that for yourself so that you follow through and be strong and be willing to hold yourself accountable if you're choosing to go the self-leader route. And I'm rooting for you. I mean it. But by acknowledging and addressing all of these mental, right here, okay? These mental attitudes, we can break free from the limitations that hold us back and achieve our trading goals because we will be operating from a higher level of existence and expectation. You're going to be the most high vibration. You're going to remove those roadblocks and the abundance is just going to, you're going to be like, whoa, it's like you're opening up the doors and windows of a stuffy home and all of a sudden a nice, cool, refreshing breeze comes and airs out the entire place. That's like the abundance that flows in when you start getting rid of this bull snot above me listed here, okay? Become more aligned with abundance of our Creator, in other words. And let's never forget that our Creator, listen, does most of the work, right?